I'll read. Apologies for not having any videos out in the last sort of month or so. I've just been really, really busy. Never had time to do a lot really, other than try and make a bit of money on the side. So I think the last video update I had was October's driftometer, and this is November's, and even that's a few days late. So apologies again. It's the 8th of December. It's probably the latest I've put one of these updates out, monthly updates. But here we go for November anyway. I did say it would be a lot lower this month, which it has turned into a lot lower, in fact. However, I'm still quite happy with the amount, and as you can see, we've blown way over the 20,000 mark for the year to date. So I'm just going to start from the top again. You can see we've done £1,977, which was actually quite a bit more than I was expecting. I was expecting to be back down to these red figures, but I'll go through some of the reasons why we're not. So to start with, then, as you can see, each way sniper didn't do very well at all in November, and it's a combination of two things. It's variance, and it's the fact that's just down to paddy power now. Not sure what I'm going to do when I've lost paddy power. Probably have to pack it in, I think. But December started off pretty well. Having said that, I've had a couple of big winners, 2 or 3 big winners on paddy power now. So basically, during November, I had a lot less bets put on, so there was a lot less investment going in there. So the return on investment was still reasonable. And as you can see, I still made £178 profit, minus the £30 subscription fee, obviously, which isn't in that figure there. So yeah, each way snipe. I'm ploughing on in December just with paddy power. If I do get good by paddy power and I can't place the bets, then all I'm going to do is look through any other accounts that I might be able to add. If I can't, I'll probably be packing it in. But honestly, it's been an absolute earner. You can see it's done £7,172 for the year. And it's lasted the year for me just about there or thereabouts. I did start it last November, so I've been going a year with it. But last November and December, I was only in a small fry, so I was only doing like £100 for both of those first 2 months. Affiliate marketing, and you can see the breakdown there, the weekly payments that I've had at the top. With regards to that, it's only been a 4-week month, as you can see there. Probably averaged about, what's that, about 80 quid, 90 quid average. So that's not too bad. It is dropping a little bit, but that's because I haven't been proactively doing anything with that. I'm going to come on to what I've been doing this month and why I haven't been up to much. I did pick up, because I'd finished working at the campsite at the end of October. I did pick up bookies and betting gods again last month. And all I'd done is I just switched back on the 2 that I had previously. So I was doing Bookie's Enemy, which is horses, and the Premier Greyhound Tips, which is greyhounds, obviously. Now, the first figures here are their published figures. So Bookie's Enemy said they got 15.65 point profit. That should be 2 positives there. I only got £9.87 points profit, but that meant I got a £98.70 profit because I was putting £10 stakes on. I was putting £10 bets on. Now, the reason I'm a lot lower is, again, the main reason is because I didn't get on every single bet, nowhere near, in fact, and I've done quite well, I think, with that one to get 9.87. I think there was times when I probably got on a couple of the big winners in the month and I don't think I missed any. So it could have been a lot worse, actually. It's better than it could have. It's probably as best as it could have been, because I probably only got on about sort of 50, maybe 60% of the bets, and I don't think I missed any of the big winners, which was a positive. With regards to Premier Greyhound Tips, I actually made a lot more with him this month, because he puts them out the night before, and the odds, because his odds are a lot lower, like the sort of 2.0 to 4.0 at the most, the odds are a lot lower. They tend to not fluctuate so much. They tend to not drift as much. So when you go and put them on, you're not far behind what they've said. Whereas with a bookie's enemy, he's doing like high odds horses. So you say something's like 28-1, and by the time all these followers have gotten on it, you get on there and it's like compete like as low as 16s or something. So you're not making as much as what he's advertising as profit. But like I say, I missed quite a few of the bets. But I am going to have a look back through. The good thing about betting gods is you can go on the website and have a look back through previous history of the tipsters, and I'm going to do that. I'm still going with these two for December, but over Christmas, well, before the new year, over Christmas, I'm going to look to see who's been doing best the last few months, because I did just go into betting gods to get these numbers here, the 15.65 and the 24.07. I went into betting gods, and I seen that Premier Greyhound tips had pretty bad results in September and October, these 2 months, yeah, which was another fluke on my behalf, which is unusual because normally, I'm just going to change these to positives. Normally, if anything can go against me, it will. But if you do go into betting gods and have a look at these 2 months for Premier Greyhound tips, he had a couple of poor months. So luckily, he had a good November for me. Luckily for me. So moving on then, Odds Monkey, I didn't do much at all on Odds Monkey again. I just made sure I covered the £19.99 subscription fee. So I've done a few free bets, a few promotions that I get with the what I'd call the like crappy bookies, the non-mainstream ones. I still get a few like sort of weekly betting clubs done with them and stuff. It just takes a bit of time, which I haven't really had. So I haven't done much. Betfair trading, that's my breakdown for that. I've totally stopped doing the greyhounds because it was just so volatile. And as you can see, I didn't do much horse racing really. The majority of that's been the football. I've got a few profitable bots, just strategies, just ticking along in Betfair Bot Manager, and that's about all I'm doing on that at the minute. I really took a back seat on the sort of Betfair trading. I'm following a couple of other people, this expert football betting, which I'll come on to, expert football trading, sorry, which I'll come on to shortly, which isn't really trading, it's more like just betting anyway. So that's that one. I'm just letting them plug along. The horse racing's the other thing we were doing on the Discord group, and that's just ticking along in the background on Betfair Bot Manager. I've written this 15 quid off. It's kind of, well, there's about a tenner left, but I've just written it off altogether because I'm just going to probably cancel it and take anything I've got back out in sort of the next week or two because it's just not doing anything. So that's going to be taken off the list as well for now. I haven't got time to look into learning the ins and outs of forex trading. So we'll see where we'll get with that. So then, with regards to the expert football trading, I was doing the free bets. So this guy, he's got a YouTube channel where he puts the bets out. He's also got a couple of Telegram channels. One of the Telegram channels is free, and that's the one I was doing in October when I got £24 there. So partway through November, well, it was close at the end, to be honest. It was the last sort of week of November. He had a Black Friday sale on his premium Telegram channel, if you want to call it that. It's normally 25 quid a month or 24.99, I think it is. And he knocked a tenner off, and as I was doing okay, I'd been doing okay on the sort of free stuff for the first 2 or 3 weeks of November. I thought I'd just sign up because he knocked a tenner off, so it was only 15 quid. So that's until the end. That'll be till like Christmas Day kind of time, Boxing Day. He ran it all that weekend. And since then, I've done pretty well on it. It's quite good as well. He's got like a premium Telegram tips group and a premium chat group on Telegram. So you go on there and have a bit crack on, and it's not bad actually. And I've made £138 profit out of that, which is good enough for like 15 quid. See how I do between now and Christmas Day, and take a view then as to whether I continue that. I probably will at this stage based on that, but I'm just marking down there that I'm going to be using. I'm using a combination of Betfair Exchange, Smarkets, and Paddy Power for those bets. And he's kind of called, I think he's called Expert Football Trading, but it's more of a betting system really. It's does like kind of low odds on like first half goals and sort of second half goals. And it's been going okay. It's been going pretty well. If anybody wants any information on that, just drop a comment or mention the Discord server. And then property rental, which is the last one for the month, and that's where I've been spending all my time. I had to get the property I'm doing up renovated into a decent standard so I could start renting the rooms out. And I've rented two of those rooms out, so I've taken in 800 quid for the month and getting about 425 and 375 for a double bedroom and a single bedroom in the property. So that's going well. I do need to take off my expenses off that, which is probably a couple hundred quid max a month to take off that. So I'm doing it on rent a room scheme whereby I can keep one room for myself if I'm here, which I'm not going to be. And also, you can get £7.5 tax free for each tax year. So between now and April next year, I wouldn't have taken. I wouldn't have had £7.5 revenue, so I should get away with that year tax free. But after that, it'll be taxable on the 7.5, anything over £7.5. That's the idea at the minute. I might end up renting it out as a whole property at some point, but at the minute I'm just doing rent a room because I can get more for the rooms put together than I can if I just rent the whole property. Don't think I'd get 800 quid for the whole property. And it gives me somewhere to come back to on weekends when I'm at the campsite next year and when I come back from Spain. So that's it. Just a quick update today, this month. So that's the totals there. 1977 for the month. You can see it's down on the last couple, but it's still not bad when you look back at like sort of April, May, June, July time. It's not too bad at all. I thought it was going to be a lot less. Obviously, the property there is made up for the lack of work income from the campsite, and then I'm quite pleased with some of this down here. I'm kind of spreading the money around now, which is quite nice. I'm not relying on, I think some previous months, like say, look at this one, for example, and that one, June, July. Keep hovering over these and everything's flashing all over. But you can see June, July there for each way sniper was like a big proportion of the income other than the working on the campsite, 1,300 and 1,000 respectively. That's dropped off to 178 now, but I've made up for it in other places like there's Betting Gods, there's the Betfair Trading's picked up a little bit. I can't rely on that, I don't think though. But I will keep just letting those bots run because I'm not actually doing any work for that as well. But I do understand that could go up and down. It was only 96 last month. But we'll see how that gets on. I'm probably not expecting much more than that, to be honest, because I'm just doing sort of high volume, low value trades. But yeah, that's it. And obviously we've got this new stream here coming in, so that's not bad at all. Okay, so that's the update for this month. And I will try and get a few videos out between now and Christmas because I'm trying to start up a few other things. But it's just so time restrictive at the minute. But I've got the majority of this property sorted out, so I should have a bit more free time going forward from now. But that's it for this month. Gan Canny.